Hi guys, it's Ali here and I'm bringing to you my October design team project for Ephemeras Vintage Garden, and this month, as last month, we're using the gorgeous Summer's End printable journal kit. So this is what I've done this month. I decided that I would actually make a journal, and I've used one of the big envelopes. So the overall size of this journal is 9 by 6, and I think it's got approximately an inch spine. So as you can see, I've used some seam binding just to wrap round as a closure, and this is fully removable. And what I did was I've used some scrapbooking paper to cover the envelope, and I've actually machine stitched all around the edge of the envelope to give some nice texture to the cover. I've also added one of the postcards from the collection, and this has also got a machined border to it. I've added some lace and some paper flowers just in a little bunch, which I think can coordinate really nicely with the flowers in this image here. You'll also see I've added a couple of metal corners. The back of the journal is fairly plain, and you will see I've actually added 2 signatures within this journal. First of all, inside we've got a pocket. This is made with some scrapbooking paper, which I thought coordinated really well colour-wise with the kit. And in that pocket we've got some lined paper. Everything in here has been tea stained, so you will see that as we go through. We've got another one of the postcard images, some of the words that come with the collection, and one of the tags, which has been machine stitched round and has some tea stain paper on the back. So that's within the first pocket, and the first page is some of the paper from the collection, and the next side is a pocket, and we've got another one of the postcards and a journaling spot. Then we've got a tuck spot here made from scrapbook paper, and within that we've got another journaling spot or journaling paper, which was part of the collection. The other side we've got another one of the postcards, and this little glassine envelope which has one of the journaling spots and creates a little flap thing to hold the flap down. And within there we've got some another journaling spot and some more of the little word pieces, and this is embellished with some washi tape that coordinates with the collection, and a little lacy flower. We've got another lace flower here on some lined paper that's been tea dyed, and some seam binding in that corner there. And of course it wouldn't be one of my journals without the punch butterflies, which you will see throughout the journal. A paper doily, and that's been embellished this side with another punch butterfly and some seam binding. More of the gorgeous printed paper, and I've done the same here. I've added some of that to the page to give some colour. Here we've got a machine sewn lace pocket, and within that we've got a couple of journaling spots. This one I've enlarged. It's normally this size, as you'll see further down in the journal, but I've done some larger ones. On this page we've got a fold out. This is scrapbooking paper, and I machine a border all the way around with the sewing machine, so that just adds a bit of interest and texture to the page. Another pocket, and in here we have one of the tags which has been actually added to some ledger paper, and then that's held in place with a little paper clip and some lace. a little bit of stamping, and this is the centre of the signature, and there's some little butterflies that are made using the coordinating scrapbook paper, and we've got some little bloom trim here just to add some interest at the top of the page, and this side we've got some seam binding. On this page we've got some lace trim. I really like putting that sort of thing down the edge of the page, and it just adds some really nice texture to the journal. More of the gorgeous paper from the collection, and here we have a double tuck spot with another one of these postcard images from the collection. And this side we've got another tuck spot with another coordinated journaling spot, and this is an envelope that folds out and inside has some tea stained paper. This has been torn from the paper and added to the page to give some interest, and this is a border punch on the edge of this fold out page, so that's that. And this side we've got another large pocket, and within that we've got a folder made out of some printed paper, and that has the coordinated tags and journaling spots tucked in there. The other side of the paper doily and the lined paper. I've tried to leave plenty of room for journaling within this journal, and we've got the double tuck pocket here, and within that we've got the two sizes of journaling cards. So this is how it comes originally in the kit, and this is how it is now that I've enlarged it just on my computer. No, it's just with a straightforward thing. It's no fancy program or anything. So I've used some scrapbook paper here and a paper doily to create the double tuck. We've got another one of the punch butterflies and one of the word pieces saying "Oh happy day," and then on the edge here we've got some lovely seam binding. Got a bit of lace stuck to the top of that page for interest, and here we have another fold out page, and that's got another of the large pockets, and within that pocket we've got another folder which opens like that, and this is printed tissue paper, and we've got a luggage tag in there which has got some of the paper from the collection, and there's also another tuck spot there, and this has all been machine sewn, so that goes inside there. So that's the first signature, and this is the second one with some more of the gorgeous paper from the collection. As you can see, the contrast in between the pages, tea dyed, sometimes it comes out light, sometimes it comes out darker, but I really like that effect. This is a scrap piece of lace from the cover which I've added just for added interest. And here we have a punched out book page in the shape of leaves, and I've added that to a double tuck pocket, scrapbook paper, and a lace paper doily. So that's there. Some coordinating washi tape, and some more of the lined paper and little punched out butterflies. Here we have a short page which can either be stuck to create yet another pocket, or can be left open to increase the size of this page for journaling. And this side we have a journaling spot and a paper clip and seam binding. Some more of this gorgeous paper, and another tuck spot which has some more of the paper from the collection in there that can be pulled out and used. And this side we have another tuck spot with a tag and journal spot. This tag's just printed on tea stained paper, but I didn't want to cover it because the pattern on it is so nice that I just left it as is. Obviously it can be adhered to some cardstock if wanted. Here we have a tuck spot made out of a journaling card and some scrapbooking paper that's been used throughout the journal inside, and then this is obviously one of the vintage bags that everyone uses, and in here we have a card that's printed with the collection, so that's in there. And then the other side we've just got some lace trim, paper doily for the centre of the signature with some more of the butterflies, this time cut from the paper collection. And then the other side of the paper bag we have a large journaling spot. This is held shut with a paper clip and some seam binding, and then attached to the other side of that is one of these little paper bags. Another large pocket with another folder that has all the coordinating pieces with it. Some more lace edge paper. Another piece of the printed paper that's been torn out and stuck to the page to give some interest to the page. And some more of the printed paper. More lined paper with some seam binding. More seam binding on the edge of that page. Here we have a fold out page, but it's also got a tuck spot that's got some lace trim and a little punch butterfly, and tucked in there we've got a piece of the printed paper that has been made to look like a little envelope, which I think is the idea of Paula Lemon. So I just thought I'd mention that. If I've got the wrong person, I'm sorry, but as far as I know, I think that was her idea. And we've got a tag here, which on the back has a pocket, which will give another tuck spot here. So they go in there, and then this opens up to a double page with some more of the paper adhered for interest. And then we have a large pocket here with a journaling card in, and finally the flap of the envelope creates a big pocket here, and inside this big pocket we have another journal which matches, and this has some paper doily, some more of the words, but this time larger, that can be used within the journal, some parchment paper with a little butterfly punch, some more of the printed paper, and lots of tea dyed lined and plain paper. And in the centre of the book we have a little pocket made out of book paper with a journaling spot inside, and that's held closed with a little punched butterfly. So and then, as I say, more tea dyed paper and printed paper. So that's my journal for the October design team project. I hope you like it. I will put the link below for this kit, and for the month of October Debbie Ann has an offer of 30% off the kit. This journal will also be listed in my Etsy store, so the link for that will be below as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon. Thank you. Bye.